get into it. Down here in the bottom right side, it is, of course, the reigning world champion, the Italian stallion, the blue Zerg. It's Reynor. And his opponent in the top left, the red Terran player, a hero of years past who has climbed back towards the top of the Korean scene, a very strong Terran who has his own style and a lot of creative builds. This is Dream. And Dream, a player who I think really just excites me to watch, because I think of matches where I've seen him play Mass Marauder Widowmine versus Mutiling Bane, and you're like, wait, what? Yeah. Dream has just, sometimes he will bring out these strategies where you're like, what are you doing? I'm not joking. Almost always, your first 5 barracks against Zerg are almost all reactors. 4 reactors, 1 tech lab, just to get the upgrades. I've seen Dream play 3 tech lab barracks Marauder and just never stop building Widow Mines. And he's so low on Marines, but his army's so tanky that Banelings are so bad. And even though the Zerglings seem really good versus it, there's just so many Widow Mines, and he relies on that splash damage to make up for it. Now, we do see that Dream does not mind the Automaton bot, has not clicked on that to kill it yet. On the other side, of course, Reynor. Looks like he's okay with it as well. Both of these guys, critter-friendly players. So it looks like we're not going to have to call up Peter just yet. But we'll see what goes on, because no doubt they're going to be progressing into other maps. Actually, I don't think we're playing Berlingrad. That actually got vetoed by Reynor. So with no Berlingrad, that means there won't be any doggos on these maps. 6 Zerglings coming out of a pool first. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Reynor studied his opponent. Dream did not SCV scout. His Reaper is going to be his first scout across the map. That's very dangerous. It means he's only going to have 1 Marine to defend 6 Zerglings. Now, the Reaper will run down the right. Wait, what are the Zerglings doing? Oh, those Zerglings are going to get spotted, man. He's going to get spotted. Is he? No, he's fine. I got excited for no reason. I thought he'd go hit the watchtower and just barely get seen, but this is pretty rough. Dream's going to have to pull a bunch of workers very quickly to fight this. The Reaper comes in and he goes, oh, damn, that hatchery's late. He should immediately know what's happening. The SCV's going to go down. The wall is not up. He was already building a second Marine, which gives him a little bit of extra safety here. But 6 SCVs forced off the line. A good start for Reynor. Let's see if he can get some more SCVs. Okay, SCV number 2 goes down. Lots of mining time. And the Reaper gets forced back. And guess what? That frees up Reynor to just smoothly drop a creep tumor on the natural. He's going to move out and take the northern 3rd base. So he's going to expand linearly, at least to begin with. I imagine he doesn't take that 4th, though, because it just makes so much more sense to go down here and then towards the gold base, potentially. Though the gold base does have a big high ground in front of it, so it's a scary area to defend. Link speed is on the way. Marine's actually going after this Overlord, so Reynor's vision will get pushed back. And so far, you know what? Honestly, crisis averted. 2 SCVs, bit of denial time. It costs 6 Zerglings. You know, that is a few drones itself. Of course, the mining time as well. It definitely disrupts the build of Dream. His Hellions aren't going to be getting over here with nearly as much haste as they normally would. 2 more Hellions on the way and a medevac. So it looks like a Hellion drop. And where is his starport? Sorry. The starport's right there. Where's his barracks is what I meant. I was like, wait, you're meant to have more than 2 buildings in your base, dude. And he's actually floated it all the way over there. Ah, too greedy, Dream. Come on, mate. There we go. Floats it all the way over there and then floats it back. I mean, he wants to hide his next step, but what is that next step? Okay, it's going to be a 3rd command center. Is it a Viking? A Liberator? What is he going for here? Hellions? Oh, not able to defend those Marines. Ooh, that one gets out, and he does get a nice lineup. Could have been worse. 10 Zerglings have gone down now this game. And Reynor really is going to want to know what the next step is. I told you guys, Dream is capable of mech. I wouldn't really expect it out of the gates, but he's capable of mech. He plays a very good mech style. He loves his Widowmine drops. I don't know if he's the happiest to just be playing a standard game up against Reynor. I don't think there's many Terrans that are. We've seen players like Maru, Clem find themselves behind and trailing against Reynor if they don't cut any corners. And after this sort of start, definitely doesn't look fantastic. Banshee's on the way, but he cancels it. He says, screw that, let's just go straight to bio. This Banshee's not going to do anything anyway, man. And it looks like the Hellions still just chilling for now. Keeping some units there. 4 Hellions in the medevac going to go in, but Zergling's well positioned. Reynor's ready for this. Good focus fire for Dream. He's not taking big damage, but he's got to be careful with all those queens there. Oh. Okay. Does save the medevac, but almost loses a Hellion there. Hellion and Reaper on the north side as well, just looking for some tumors. They will find some. He's actually diving the mineral line. I don't think that's a wise idea. 1 Hellion, 1 Reaper, not enough damage. But 3 tumors, that's good. 75 queen energy down the drain. They can pull on back behind this. 1-1 upgrades. Going up to 5 barracks. Really getting geared up for the bio game. Unfortunately for him, Reynor dropping a 4th base at 5 minutes 40. His creep tumor is spreading, and you can tell that Reynor really wants to just assert control over the center of the map. Get on out here on Pride of Altaris and push forwards. And there's been no real damage, right? I traded some Zerglings. I killed a couple of units. Obviously, cost looks bad for Reynor, but when he's got this much control and his upgrades are this fast, it looks good. And Reynor has really been favoring the quick double Evo chamber upgrades recently. He's loving the fast upgrades, feeling like he can get away with it. And I think that's partially because he goes for 8 queens. 8 queens is a very high count, keeps you super safe against Hellbats, and it allows him to delay things like the Baneling Nest, the Lair, till much later on. 5th base in the north goes up as well. Untouched so far is the Zerg. We've got some Hellions here, some Marines coming forward. A bit of a little joint pressure. 1 Hellion, 1 Reaper will defend the 3rd from run-bys. Gets a few active tumors. He's going to start to push in here. Queen, Zerglings moving forward. They're going to look to try and overwhelm if they can. And the Hellions get some good shots, but just to pick up and leave. And oh, this is a Zerg dream. Reynor is just covering the map in creep. It is going in every single direction. His 4th base already got 9 workers on it. He's building more. His Lair's going to finish in time to start 2-2. His Baneling speed could go down at any moment. And you know what, guys? He's already on 6 gas, so I expect a Spy to be dropping at any moment here. He could go Hydras, and that usually would be the style we see from Reynor. Hydra Lurker. Yeah, he's starting the Hydra now, and actually, if you think about it, just the other day, Reynor was playing some very big Hydra Ling Bane swarming styles. Not waiting for the Lurkers, not rushing for them, but actually bringing in very aggressive Hydra Bane assaults in the mid-game. Whereas for a while, it's been the Hydra is just a stepping stone to the Lurker. It's very Ling Bane focused. You basically just go Ling Bane, Ling Bane, Ling Bane, bam, Lurkers are out, and then maybe some Hydras get blended in inevitably over time. But this is a bit more of a classic Hydra Bane style, I believe. We should see both upgrades queued up in a moment. Banelings will take out 3 depots. Not too bad there. I think these are good trades when you've got the sort of economy that Reynor does. Medevacs do pull back. Got some Lings up there on the north side. Those Hydra upgrades have been forgotten about, though. No Infestation Pit, no Hydra upgrades. There we go. One of them does queue up. 85 workers for Reynor. Dream has not found a way across the map, and it feels like the early disruption with the pull first, I really think put a foil on his plans. I feel like his build was a little loose from there, and then he wasn't able to get the momentum. It took him so long to hunt down the Overlord with the barracks, which slowed down his next step, and it really feels like things in the early game didn't pay off. Now, as he gets to the mid game, there's more pressure than ever to actually get some damage. Some big Widow Mine hits, always something you're going to be looking for. Massive Ling attack is going across to his side of the map. Good micro from Dream so far. And the Marines down there on the south. Lings are going to run into the 3rd base. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we've got some Marines there doing very well. Banelings get the hits they need, though. The Lings over there on the left side as well, looking fantastic. Will they be able to hang on? It looks like they will. Sorry, guys, getting a few lag spikes here. It looks like my connection to the server is maybe suffering a moment there, but we are continuing the action. Doesn't look like it's disrupting the plays at all. 20 SCVs. Massive, massive moves for Reynor as the 4th command center getting close to finish there. And we are seeing the Ling Bane actually looking all right. 2-2 on the way as well. We've got 2-2 bio upgrades there as well. And looks like the Marines and the Hellbats moving over to this side as well. Okay, we've got those units, Marauders, Marines, Widow Mines, and Hellbats moving forward on the right side. And we're going to have to push on forward. We are still here. We could drop player cam since I think that's hosted on our connection. Could be an issue. We don't mind there. Drop does get shot down, guys. Apologies for that. 2 drones go down and that's it. This is a really bad situation for Dream. Now, this is where Dream has to pull out his Maru. Now, for those who don't know, a Maru is a thing very few Terran players have. It is the ability to be way behind, trapped in your corner of the map, and just locked in and looking like you can just say, no, that's fine. I'm going to wall off and defend, trade efficiently, add ghosts, and then win 20 minutes from now. I don't think there's any Terran out there as confident at it as Maru, but maybe Dream can show that he has that ability. Personally, in the past, historically, Dream seems like a guy who doesn't really like going to the late game. He does like the mid game. He likes to control, press, push, and move all the way around, but it's not something where he's always going to be going, oh, yeah, let's go. Let's go 12 barracks, ghost there, 4 starport, liberated with 3/3 air upgrades. These are not the things that Dream necessarily looks for, and it's just a matter of, at this point, can Reynor utilize his gigantic advantage? The Lingbane Hydrolith coming in from multiple angles, and that is going to be potentially an issue there. Ooh. Okay, we've got the Hydras and the Banelings there as well. Burrow there. Lurker Den almost finished. Hive almost finished as well. 5th Command Center going up. Dream can just weather the storm. There's always a way back into this game. There is always a way back in for the man who believes in the power of the wall. But Dream needs to keep walling and re-walling and re-walling. Often it seems like a kind of pointless event when a Zerg is so in your face. But honestly, I really think it's worth it. Even sometimes chucking engineering bays down for walls can be good. But right now, I mean, he's basically supply blocked. He's trying to build depots just to get himself out of there. We'll see exactly how that goes. A lot of Hydra Bane coming in from the north. Big Lingbane force on the south side at the moment. 3 Vipers in the production tab. Ooh. Looks like the Lingbane's going to be falling on back. Reynor does have that full gold base as his 6th expansion. That's right. That's not base number 5. That's base number 6, guys. And that is a big one. So that is a massive, massive income boon for the Zerg. He's just chilling right now. He's just waiting on both sides of the map. He's adding every upgrade. The Lurkers upgrades are coming in. The Vipers sucking that energy out. And Dream pushed into his corner, just trying to survive. Reynor just going to ask for a quick pause there for a moment.
Game resumed.
Oh, is that Burrowed Banes, guys? Oh, hidden Burrowed Banelings on the ramps. Look at these ones. They're burrowed, guys. They don't look like it, right? Just because the angle they're sticking out of the ramp. Oh my god, that looks so silly, dude. Okay, Marine Marauder coming on through the middle of the map. We'll see exactly what goes on. Whoa. Okay, Marine Marauder's trying to pull back. The Hydraling Bane does come on south. We've got Lingbane down there on the bottom left as well. The creep is literally everywhere as 7 more drones queue up. Reynor is covering the map. And what are you going to do here to hang on? Well, Ghosts are on the way. 3/3 is upgraded. I mean, you've got Neo Steel. You've got high-sec auto-tracking. Dream is trying to show us his Maru, guys. The question is it anything like a real Maru? Is this a cheap knockoff Maru? We're going to find out as it's tanks, it's libs, it's ghosts, it's bio building in large numbers. I mean, this is hard to break, and I'm kind of wondering why Reynor's taken so long. He's going at a 3rd Evo right now. I'm looking at this and going, where's the double Nidus Worm? I mean, I guess everyone's so ready for it. Maybe he's not going to go for it. Maybe he's just looking to attack only once Dream moves out, but I feel like he's had the numbers in the bank for so long. I think an opportunity for an easier win may have been missed. I think at this point, stupid headbutts may have been actually the most elegant solution just because of the numbers advantage. At a certain point, when you're so far ahead, stupid headbutts become an elegant way to finish your opponent, as silly as that sounds. Oh, the Widowmine's trying to fight. The tanks weren't all siege. Oh, the blinding cloud. Oh my god, Reynor, so patient. He's like, nah, man. The Terran will always mess up and move out when they try to secure a new base, and that is when they're weakest. He grabs his whole army, takes out the command center, takes out a bunch of ghosts and tanks. Massive, massive blinding clouds. He's going to remax on 114 Zerglings. Ooh. Catching him out of position there is bloody fantastic, that is, and does end up doing a lot. The base in the top right is there as well. And the Hydra's looking nice at this stage. So we'll give the Ghosts coming on in there, trying to push through the creep, trying to push things back. And the Marines as well are going to have a bit of a party. We've got +3 melee, +3 range, adrenal glands on the way as well. Drop is just going to move forward. Kills one of the 14 bases of Reynor, thereby limiting his mining by 0. So Dream is going to try to fight back in. There's another big attack. Blinding Cloud comes in. Ooh, it's a lot of Link Bane Hydra, man. Oh my gosh, hanging on here is so difficult. But that planetary helping out in the bottom, actually. There is a planetary that he put there. Some snipes on the retreat. He loses another command center. Hydra's going down on the retreat. Watch out. There's still lots of Banelings there. Oh my lord. Oh, and the thing is, remember that Reynor, this is his choice. He's like, no, I will smash through and bludgeon you, but I'm going to do it only when you move out of position. He even abducts that Vetevac. It goes back, picks up the Marines. Dream's 8 Marine hero drop. And he's going to go after the Viper. He actually went after the Viper with that. Doesn't quite get it. Reynor continues to suck energy off these hatcheries. And he says, you know what? I'm sitting here on me 8 hatcheries. 9 if you count the hive. I've got, let me see. 91 Zerglings. 47 Banelings. I'm going to go back to 130 Zerglings. And then I'm thinking maybe we are going to flood this 5th base for the 3rd time in a row. And Dream knows it's coming. His tanks need to be spread. His bio needs to be pre-spread, in my opinion. And I don't know, more Widow Mines, more tanks. I mean, they're the main thing he has in production. He's still got a tank. I mean, this base actually looks wide open right now on the bottom. Reynor's thinking about changing angle. He's going to go for the center. There is a planetary there. Oh, look at that. That's a great defensive position, but it is far too much Zerg. He's going to get massive damage. He's going after the Ghost. Does he get him? The Ghost in the top side. Good spready from Dream. Only a few of the Ghosts go down. Well, that was about as terrible a fight, I think, as Reynor could have taken. But he kills the planetary on the right. He still gets 10 SCVs. You've got a Dream here who is just getting stampeded to death. 163 Banelings have gone down. 408 Zerglings for just 104 Marines and 14 Ghosts. But Dream is like, oh man, like how do I weather the storm? He's making nukes now. He's going to try and just survive and hang on and turtle it up. I mean, maybe. The Dream. How good is his Maru? How good is he at turtling and defending and surviving? He's lost that planetary anchoring the center base. He's got a row of tanks and libs stretching all the way up this map. And Reynor here, of course, he's got so much bank. He can do this a few more times. At a certain point, you need to take a shutting down fight as Dream, right? You need to crush an army to buy yourself a moment to max, which he's never been able to do. So many units. Blinding Clouds on the tanks. Link Bane Hydra coming forward, abducting the Liberators to their doom. And the Vipers are still there. The Hydras maybe should be pulling out. He's going to take out that siege tank and get out of there. He's got some more Link Bane behind it. A couple of snipes do go down on the Overseers and the Hydras. But a Ghost falls as well. And these are the trades which are fantastic on paper until you go, wait, no. On paper, we know that Reynor has every single base on his side of the map. I mean, I'm actually surprised Reynor isn't just droning the corners out at this point and just mining out these bases. I guess he lost this top right one. Hasn't really been safe enough to transfer workers there, but Reynor at this point, he's even transfusing Overseers. He's making another round of Baneling. And he's saying, hello, have you met the ocean? You're about to, mate, as another gigantic wave of Zerg comes in over the top. And this just is so many units. The Orbital's taking damage. The Banelings on the top did very little. The Hydras and Lings, though, are starting to get on the SCVs. Dream defending as well as he can. But he's outnumbered. And there is just an unlimited amount of Zerg coming across this map. Dream gonna have to tap out after a rough start that did not go his way. All right, going straight on into map number 2 in the top left. This is Reynor. And in the bottom right side, in the red, the Terran player, it is Dream. Barracks and the gas going down. Dream, of course, a fantastic player. I'm wondering, does he take the front third? I think that makes sense. Get a push path going. Now, I think Reynor is definitely going to take the front third and probably look for the 4th, maybe in the top of the map, and really look to dominate that side. This 4th is not bad. You do want to take these rocks down, though, and you've also got to be wary of maybe a tank push down there, right? And Marines getting elevated. If we kind of posture across and look over here, you've got watchtowers, of course, in the sides of Curious Minds. You've got also double destructible rocks blocking the central corridor through the middle of the map. And there is these purple sight blockers in a circle around the middle. Big wide open areas for the most part. There are a few sight blockers, a few little hedges and smoke screens and all that sort of stuff. We've also got what appears to be some machinery working underneath the map. No idea what that's supposed to be doing, but it's doing, that's for sure. And it looks like there's some different colored ones all around. It's going to be a very standard expanded. Once again, no SCV scout here for Dream. But Reynor not punishing it this time around, just going for that hatch first into the third hatchery down there. Reaper coming on forward. All right. He's going to see if he can go for the drone. No, not going to be able to get it. Reynor pretty quick on the pull for now, but he's got to be careful. That Reaper could change targets to it. He's trying to weaken 2 drones at once. He can shift targets at the last second. Reynor, though, quick with the trick on the Spore. Keeps him alive. Queen's injecting at the main. Tumor on the natural. That Reaper, oh, greedy. Dream a bit too greedy there. Zerg Imba. Reynor responds to the question mark drop. That was way too greedy, dude. On this map, the creep extends all the way down here. That Queen was right down on that Reaper and just a bit too greedy. A rough start for Dream yet again. Reactor Hellions on the way. Starport's there. And Barracks is in a position where it looks like it's going to be preparing to get some Banshees added onto this build. No quick 3cc for Dream. Definitely wanting to open that tech up nice and early. And probably going to look for a lot more aggression than last game. He got almost nothing done in the early game of that last map. Hellions moving on in. Ooh, Dream kind of looked like he was thinking about diving, but Ling Speed's done, so that would have been a really bad idea. And Overlord Sacrifice comes in for Reynor, sees Cloak on the Starport. All he needs to know. Starport finished with the Tech Lab. Bacon Cloak at that time. He knows there's no third command center. And Hellions just rotating on forwards. Ooh. Oh, gets a volley. Okay, 3 drones going down. Make it 5. Oh, is it worth? He gets 7 drones. Not a bad dive for Dream. 1 more shot. Oh, 2 drones on 1 hit point. They barely regened their way out of going down. 7 drones for 4 Hellions. And the Reaper, of course, has gone down as well. I mean, it's early damage. So in terms of slowing down the economy, definitely a lot. But it gives up so much map control. And that's what's scary there. But he's keeping up Hellions. Wow. Okay, his third command set is not especially fast. Dream is going to go for 4 more Hellions and the 2 Banshees before going into the barracks. So 3 barracks on the way now. Of course, 1 builds on the reactor. The factory preparing the reactor for the swap on the other barracks. And we expect to see 2 engineering bays and then the double gases in the near future as well. And she's coming on forward. These Hellions seeing if they can dive on in. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is looking nasty. The Hellions are taking a lot of damage from those units. And 5 drones. Oh, I don't know, man. I feel like you're keeping Reynor's economy. It looks kind of low. But once again, I got to ask what happens next. Because it's another minute and a half until medevacs and Marines with stim and shields and 1-1 get across this map. Are the Banshees going to be able to keep enough pressure on Reynor to make this all okay? The Spore out in the middle, I love that. It stops the Banshees getting up in between the rallies. This other Spore, very well placed, but the Banshees could go around the left. The Queen's there zoning it. And you know what? They just missed this tumor spread as well. So the Banshee's not really finding anything. They're out. And Reynor, his creep will get out of control now. Because there's no pressure on him, there's no units other than the Banshees, he should be able to just spread creep all over the map, get that 3rd up, his 4th already going up in the top. And yeah, he is indeed focusing on that northern side of the map. And the 3rd command center going up as well. 4th and 5th barracks there finishing. 1-1 upgrades as well. The Banshee's there. Ooh! Okay, pulls them back. Ah, missing the 5th reactor there. 4th reactor on the 5th barracks is Dream. Bit of a mistake. 2 idle SCVs as well. Small errors here in this high-pressure match. Going up against Reynor, no easy feat. Yet nonetheless, the upgrades are a little behind for Reynor, a bit ahead for Dream. Dream's worker disparity doesn't look nearly as bad as the last match. lair is so late for Reynor. Oh my lord. His baneling speed is literally going to kick in at like 9.5 minutes. This is going to be, oh my god, like the latest baneling speed. I'm exaggerating, probably maybe 8:45, but still very, very late for a Zerg-Thirst Terran. He's going to have an abundance of Zerglings, so as long as he can overwhelm with numbers, it shouldn't matter too badly. And Dream's still building tanks. Oh, interesting. He's making a 5th gas as well. What is this style that Dream is doing? Because I see someone continue to build tanks, and I think there's 2 things. It's either a big all-in, or you're just looking to very slowly build the tank count for the lurker swap. Oh no! Oh, great Ling run by there for Reynor. Gets 5 SCVs. Just keeping that economic lead that Reynor loves so much. The Marines doing a lot of damage. More units coming on forward. Tanks are obviously not bad in some of these positions on this map. But you've got to be wary against just massling Bane. You usually prefer Widow Mines as the more explosive unit. The tanks do not do that much damage to unarmored units. Ooh. Marines and Banshees moving on forward. Bane speed has started up. There's a Dropper Lord. Oh, he's already prepared 8 Banelings. He's going to do a Dropper Lord, and then he's going to do also a run by at the same time. So he's going to time it out. So as the Baneling drop hits, he will also run 4 Banelings into that mineral line. Oh, Dream is also being very aggressive. So if this hits while he's looking out on the map, it could be especially frustrating to deal with. The Banshees do take out a few Banelings, but one of them goes down. Great moves there. Now the tanks in the north, they're pushing really hard. But Reynor still has a pretty decent-sized army. Is it going to work, though? No Bane speed. Oh, my God. He's getting slaughtered. He's getting slaughtered over there. Oh, it looks like the Queens and the Banelings will be able to defend that. But Baneling drop goes in for Reynor. Dream's in his base, killing his stuff. The Baneling drop will go off, but oh, my God. He clicked his Banelings on the command center. And that drop is also derping because he's getting smashed at home in the north. Reynor with some uncharacteristic misplays, rallying his Banelings onto a command center. He's going to get the 4th. He's going to hunt down those drones. The tanks and the Liberators coming forward. This is a beautiful push here from Dream. He doesn't have a great SCV count. Does he need it? Not if he's in the Zerg 3rd base. Reynor is actually getting torn apart by this Bio Tank Liberator push, and the Banshees, paired up with the drops in the south, did so much damage. Ooh, the Marines run forward to try and focus those Banes down. Oh, the Banelings will go down. The SCVs should be able to hold on to that choke point. He F2s his army back to the front there. Deals with it. Not bad, not bad. That was a really good handling by Dream. I don't think it's... Is it game over for Reynor? I don't know if it is. How many drones did he get down here? He's got a full 3rd mining. Dream's economy is so bad. Dream kind of needs to keep pushing. He can't. Okay, he's leaving a tank and some units on, but he's got to keep pushing. And he's stalling out. The Baneling nest is right in front of him. It has not been replaced. He's got to move forward. The scary thing is he was using a ledge. If he moves out into the open, this area is wide open. It's deep on creep. Dream realizes that's a scary area to move into, and he's just started 2-2. Reynor's 2-2 is almost finished. There's no reason for Reynor to fight here. He should feint like he wants to fight, but if his 2-2 kicks in 30 seconds, his army gets a massive power spike. Reynor still has a 20 worker advantage. He's down 25 army supply, and with this number of tank lib, I absolutely think Dream could just kill him, but you got to account for the creep. You got to account for the upgrades. Reynor's waiting for it. I would love to see him coming from the right side as well. He's a little clumped. Going down these ramps is going to be kind of brutal. He's going for it. The Marines a little bit far forward. The Marines in the south trying to spread back. It's a lot of Banelings. Can he hang on? It looks like Reynor will be breaking out of this. The Queen's taking out the libs. The tanks go down. More units coming through the middle. Oh, Dream's got a rally. He doesn't want to give up this position, but I think Reynor has cleared all the important units. What's he got building, though? Reynor's out of lava? Reynor hasn't been injecting. He has 800 minerals, but he couldn't even build Zerglings there. He only had like 3 or 4 Hydras building. Dream's economy was trash, but of course, Reynor had lost 2 of his hatcheries. He was down to 3 hatcheries. They weren't even injecting. And Dream ties up the series. Right, game number 3 down here. Admitting after that last game, oof, he actually had a bit less stuff than I thought, but you know what? I was probably dead anyway. This is Reynor. Missed a few too many injects in there. Up here in the top right side in the red, this is Dream. Depot in the back of the base, guys. Why? What are you doing, Dream? Why are you not walling off, mate? Is he hoping an Overlord gets there? sees no barracks and freaks out? Or is he actually hiding some tech back here as well? It's the point where I'm like, are we doing a one-base build, Dream? Like, what? Is it so odd to see a Terran not wall off here? Very surprising. Hatchery, will it go down there? We'll find out in a moment. Pull first into the hatch. Now, Dream has not scouted in 2 games so far. No SCV scout, waits for the Reaper. And I think Reynor wisely just says, okay, man, in that case, I'm going to go for 6 Zerglings. Notice he's got 2 lava stacked up. He's just like, okay, no worries, 6 Zerglings, going to rally them across the map, dodge the Reaper, and surprise you. But, Dream goes Marine first. This game. Reactor first. Oh, interesting. Okay, starts Marine, cancels it, builds a reactor, and I think that's actually pretty safe versus this. Because even though the reactor takes a long time, you should have your first 2 Marines out when it hits, and your next 2 Marines out maybe a few seconds behind. I think a few seconds building the Marine does hurt this a little bit. So if Reynor gets a bit of damage, maybe even kills the SCV building the command center, I do think the delay on the reactor might be something that Dream's a bit frustrated about, but definitely getting those Marines out will be very nice, and no Reaper at all. Not a bad idea. If he swaps this straight away, of course he's not going to do that. There's no reason he'd build another add-on this early. Those Marines are not ready. Those couple of seconds definitely going to hurt him. Oh, yeah. Oh, Dream is very greedy in his openings. Reynor seems to have clued onto this fact. He's going to go in there. And SCV quickly pulled. SCV's pulled off the line. I like that. Marines rallied into the back. 1 SCV goes down. He's going to go down. 4 SCVs, 2 Marines. Should be able to push back these Zerglings very, very easily. Oh, he's going to try and do that. Ouch. Okay, nice micro by Dream, but Reynor! Reynor! He gets 2, 3 SCVs and a Marine and delays the command center. Oh no, Dream here with his greedy openings getting punished. Oh my lord. He's looking for the Overlord. He's like, where are you, you little Overlord? Wants something, anything to answer this. He has swapped the factory over now. We'll be going for Hellions, but this is absolute ruined the opening of Dream. He's going to float the command center, which is not a bad move by any means. I think that's well worth. Reynor tries to scramble back before the command center, as the command center turns around. Doesn't quite get it. Marines, Hellions, and a medevac on the way as well. Yeah, Dream, honestly, like the thing is, I think when you come in as the underdog, you're not expecting your opponent to risk these 6 Zergling pressure openings, because it's a little bit of a gamble. Versatarian who plays very safe just puts you a little bit behind as the Zerg. It's just not the greatest opening, but the fact that 2 times in this series Reynor has found so much damage with it, I think shows that this is something Dream is kind of like, it's not just that he's weak against it, it's that he's like probably constantly gambling on his opponents not doing it, and especially with Reynor as the favorite, he said, no, you're gonna go hatch first. You're gonna keep going hatch first, and that is definitely going to be a bit of an issue. Hellbats! Ooh, okay. We've got a medevac, 6 Hellions, 2 more on the way. Armory is there as well. Remember, only 5 queens. Reynor's not even building extra queens right now. He needs to power up a few more queens if he wants to defend this, and at this moment in time, he's building a spore in the main. Oh, he is not well set up to defend a big Hellbat attack. Another queen does power up, so he's heading towards 7. He still could hold, but yeah, it's definitely looking a little bit dicey. The Marines are unloaded, but the Armory's a little slow. Maybe force field. I wouldn't mind him force fielding here, where he drives the Hellions in front and then morphs on top, but probably would have taken too much damage to the Zerglings, so I understand why he didn't do it. The Hellbats and Marines coming on forward. They're going to go towards this base. Oh, the Zerglings taking some big Hellbat hits there. 1 Hellbat does fall to the Queens. Another one going to go down momentarily. The Spore Crawler, an absolute beast. Look at how much damage it just got on the medevac there. Oh, he does focus fire it as well. 2 Queens focus firing it. A few drones going down, but in the end, I think that's a good hold for Reynor. It looks like Dream cut SCVs to make this happen. In fact, he's actually... Sorry, guys. A Zergling run by went in. I was like, how is his work account so low? Sorry, guys. 9 SCVs as well to just a handful of Lings running by. That's the danger of these quick Hellbat timings, is you don't have a wall off ready. Reynor just trouncing Dream in game 3. Oh, unfortunate after such a great play in game 2 for Dream. But Reynor preparing the builds. He's got the killer instinct. He gets the 2-1. Very nice.